Hey there, crazy kids! I am the Good Old Gamer, and welcome back to some more MesaCraft, otherwise known as Minecraft 1.7.4, I believe. I believe it's point 4. Any hoozles, we have done quite a bit of building, so I believe in this episode we are going to go exploring. I just need to first make sure I am ready for such a task, which I am currently not. Need to do some bit of inventory management, and then we will go exploring a bit. I'm just going to dump stuff in here. I know I'm not really too particular at the moment about where stuff goes, and that's fine, whatever. I just want it out of my inventory for the moment. If I do not need it, I'll keep that there. I'll keep that there. Let's see. Maybe I should change that for that. Now, I'll need to prepare a few things. Let's see. Should probably make a workbench to take with me because I'll need it eventually anyway. And I guess I'm going to need those sticks for the moment. Let's see, 1, 2. Make another pick. Make another axe. Have to go with the stone sword because we are out of iron. Pretty sure we're out of iron anyway. Yep. Also need to rethink this. I should probably put these in the same area I have the work area. Or maybe just put these over there. I don't know. Whatever. I'll do that later. We're pretty much good to go, I guess. Can't really do much other than with the armor I already have. Because we need to go caving and exploring and actually get some resources. Because we've been spending all this time building and our resources are falling short. So let's go caving for a bit. See what we can find. Here's a good cave right here. Light up this area a bit, just in case we come up here and it's nighttime or something. It won't stop mobs from spawning, but it might help curb their numbers a little bit. Just a little. Okay, enough torch spamming. Let's get into the actual cave. And I'll start with knocking down this tree. Just in case we need the wood. I probably shouldn't have done that, seeing as how I need to find a way out here. Let's see, if I go up here. Okay, that's good enough way out for now. Now hopefully this cave leads somewhere and it's not a quick dead end. I don't know. Ooh, 1 piece of coal. That was so worth it. Well, we're done caving. We got all the resources we need now. Now, one of the tricks to caving, since I do enjoy caving, one of the tricks to caving is that if you want to go mining for resources, you should light up as much of the area as you can ahead of you until you get to start getting to the enemy spawns, because you're limiting enemy spawns in the area you're going to be mining. apparently they're too dumb to see me up here, so that's good. So you're still going to get enemy spawns because the longer you stay in an area like this inside a cave, the more enemies are going to spawn around in the dark areas that you haven't got to yet. But at least you kind of protect your immediate area and you can mine in relative safety. I really, really hate skeletons. Really, really hate them. These are resources we really need. Iron. But again, I'm just trying to clear out the area first. Both of enemies who've already spawned and stopping potential enemies from spawning. Get rid of that. Sometimes water can be an advantage, but that one was more of a hindrance. And again, I'm still trying to get over a cold, so I apologize for coughing and whatnot in the commentary. You're going to have to deal with it because, well, I have to, so. Sucks for everybody, I know. More torches. Always need more torches. Be prepared to have lots and lots of torches. Ah, screw you. Screw you! Blowing up my resources. Again, the water happens to be a bit of a hindrance here. I think for now I'm just going to block it off. I don't think there's going to be too much up here to worry about because this is backed up to the surface area. And we've reached the dead end. So now with all of that lit up, we can go back and mine resources in relative safety. Not complete safety, but relative safety. Alright, so as I'm doing this, I was watching MineFiend's latest videos on his Minecraft series, and he was talking about a discussion he and I had in the comments to one of his previous videos. And it was on the topic of getting resources and how he likes to branch mine, and in fact in one of his episodes he did go branch mining in his series, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. I do that sometimes on personal worlds. I don't really do that on videos, or at least I haven't yet, but I probably will at some point. But anyways, we were having this discussion, and I talked to him about how I like to get resources doing this, caving. Because for me, it feels more like I'm earning my keep, so to speak. I'm not just taking from the world. I'm not just being some evil dictator type of that just comes in and takes everything from the world. I have to earn my keep. There are guardians for these resources. For this coal right here in particular, and I guess for that iron too, really. There was those was it 3 or 4 creepers? At least 3 of them that I had to get past. And in branch mining, you don't do that. You just mine in a straight line, and you eventually come to your coal or iron or diamonds or whatever, and you don't have to fight nothing. Um, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, branch mining has its purposes, and I'm not against it or anything. I've done it before on personal worlds and stuff when I just want to zone out and mine and not worry about enemies or whatever. But I feel there's just something lost when compared to getting it here. And maybe you get resources faster branch mining, maybe you get more of them, I don't know, or maybe caving gives you more of them because it's more open spaces, I don't know, but that's not what this is about. It's not about so much the technicalities of it as it is just the feel of it, the personal legitimacy of it, I guess. Because it's legitimate to go and branch mine and stuff. I'm not taking anything away from that at all. But I find this to be more personally legitimate because, again, I am dealing with taking these resources by dealing with the guardians, the game mobs, which I do not have to deal with branch mining. It's the same as if you're playing this game on peaceful. You can play this game on peaceful just fine, do everything you can that that you can do normally without being on peaceful. Other than, I guess, getting certain mob drops. But you can play this game on peaceful. You can go mining on peaceful. You can go caving on peaceful. You can go building on peaceful. You can go exploring on peaceful. There's nothing against that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. The option's there. It's a legitimate part of the gameplay. It's a legitimate way to play. I've even done it before, especially early on when I was playing this game. I had no love for the mobs. I still don't have any love for the mobs, but at least now I face them more readily. But you can play it that way, and there's nothing wrong with that. At the same time, though, facing the mobs and earning your keep and surviving on a world just makes everything much more, has a more personal, intrinsic value to it. I gave the example to Mindfiend about how if you get 4 diamonds, just 4 diamonds, not a big deal, just 4 diamonds, and you get them in a branch mine, and then you head back to your place, and you just go up the stairs and back into your place, don't have to deal with a single mob or whatever, you just have 4 diamonds. That's all you got out of the deal. But if you have the same 4 diamonds deep down here in this cave here, let's say we get 4 diamonds, and then I have to make my way all the way back out, I may or may not make it back out of the cave without dying and losing those diamonds. And see, I wasn't careful there. I was distracted talking and stuff, and I didn't pay attention to my surroundings, and that's what I got. Which is another thing you don't get if you're branch mining. But, like I said, if you have those 4 simple diamonds, and you're caving here, and you have to make your way back out, facing all these enemies the whole time, those 4 simple diamonds just became a crap ton more valuable. Just so much more precious, and nothing about them has really changed. They're still just 4 diamonds. They can't do anything more than the other 4 diamonds could do. They're still just 4 diamonds. But the fact that you have to get them there safely, it's up to you. It's definitely a life or death sort of situation. It makes everything so much more valuable by comparison. And so that's why I personally like caving like this over branch mining. Especially, and again, because I play this game primarily for you guys here on YouTube, primarily through video making. I don't play this very often on a personal level where I'm not making videos for it. So that's another factor as well. I am so used to caving as a means to get my resources because it's more interesting at a video perspective. I could branch mine just fine. There's nothing stopping me from doing it, even in these videos. And at some point, I may even do that just for something different, just for the fun of it, just because I can. I don't know. But caving here has always, particularly in my series of videos, because of my reactions and stuff, how I react to mobs and near-death experiences, and I know you guys get a kick out of that when they surprise me and I get all scared or whatever. I freak out, and you can't get that if you're branch mining, or even back on the days when I would play sometimes peaceful just so I wouldn't have to deal with the mobs. So because I play this and almost every other game these days for video making on here on YouTube. That's primarily when I play anything, is I'm also making a video at the same time. That's another reason that I prefer caving, is because that's what I'm used to. That's what I go for. And again, that also is not taking away from the branch mining. It's just a different perspective, if nothing else. I don't know if I finished over here or not. Did I? Nope. I meant to just make a way up there since I was digging this all out. But then I forgot to keep going back here to dig this. So anyways, he was having a discussion on that in his latest video, and so I just wanted to talk about that as well, sort of add to the discussion, if you will. He also commented that I choose caving over branch mining because I don't need as many resources as he needs, because he builds these huge bases and tends to stick on worlds longer than I do, and so he finds he needs resources in larger quantities, and I guess branch mining provides that more than caving does. I don't really know if that's technically accurate or not, and maybe it is. I don't know, and I don't particularly care. That's not much of a concern to me. But as far as him being on worlds longer than I am, while that is most likely true, in fact, I'm sure it is, it's not because I go off looking for new worlds every 10 episodes or whatever. It's not that I get bored of worlds quickly or anything like that. I do eventually get the urge to start making new world after a while, because once a world has been settled to a certain degree, I do find it hard to keep going, because I do like the more, I guess, survival sort of aspect to it. And once I can have every resource I want or need or whatever, and then there's no more effort involved beyond going to my ready-made farm and everything, then I'm like, well, there's all the fun out of it for me, because if I have everything at my fingertips, all the farms I need, all the resources I need or whatever, if I'm to the point where I got that all sorted out, then I don't need to go exploring for new stuff, because I already got it. So why go out and explore? If I already got a bunch of resources sitting in my chest, why do I have to go into a cave? Or if I already got a legitimate branch mine opened up where it's super easy to get all my resources, why should I bother putting in the effort to go caving when it's just more inconvenient and less efficient, I guess, in a way. And as far as like my playstyle goes, I would personally prefer branch mining. Woo! No, 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 damn it. No, 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 no. Ah! 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 Me not happy at all. Good thing I didn't have anything but a few bits of iron and coal. Oh my god. I'm not amused. Actually, I'm kind of amused and kind of annoyed at the same time. That's the most action we've had on this series in a while. So, on the one hand, I'm really happy with it because it's just fun for you guys, I know. But on the other hand, it's really annoying to have to start all over again. Oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't have diamonds or anything on me at that time. But see, that's another... That right there, as unintentional and annoying as it was, that right there is why I prefer caving for resources. Is because you never know what the hell's going to happen. That time I fell into lava, unfortunately, and lost everything. I'm not getting any of that back. Suddenly, those 4 diamonds seem 10 times more precious now, don't they? If I'd have been able to lose them all. That you can't really do in a branch mine, because when you're mining straight ahead of you in a straight line, you are aware, usually, of holes or caves that you might come into, or lava lakes or whatever. Whereas in a cave, you might be fighting off a mob and end up stumbling into a lava pool without even trying, or like I was mining and stuff and trying to get the next item and not even realizing that down below me is a lava lake. This is another reason why I have keep inventory true on for most of my worlds now. This one is an exception because this one I don't allow cheats on, so I can't do the command lines. I probably could if I opened this up to a LAN or whatever and then went through that route, but I'm playing this world as legitimately as possible with no cheats or nothing like that. And I don't think of the like keep inventory true on or whatever as a cheat so much, but I have and will continue to use that in other worlds ever since it became available because it's so handy. Because now I have nothing. If I'd had keep inventory true on, I'd still have everything. I'd just be respawned back here at home. So I'd just have to travel through the cave and oh my god. But anyways, that is a living example of why I prefer caving. Because branch mining is safe and easy and convenient. And you almost never have to worry about that stuff. You just make yourself a stairway down to whatever level it is you want to branch mine on. Most people go with like 12 or whatever because that's where diamonds are. And then you just do a straight line just like this the entire way, just mining straight across like that. No worries whatsoever. And I went caving and I lost everything, and that is a chance that can happen. It could also happen that if you're fighting a mob down and deep in the cave somewhere and you die and you lose all your stuff, you might never be able to find out where you went. You might never be able to get back there to get it. So you might lose it that way too. But I don't know. Anyways, that's just my take on it. And now I got to start all over again. I am not amused. Not amused at all. And apparently I don't even have cobble on me now. I guess it's not nighttime just yet. Maybe my mining area has cobble. I hope so. I'd hate to have to begin with a wooden pickaxe again. Then I'd really be starting from scratch. So anyways, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by lava. I would personally prefer branch mining because it's safe and easy and convenient. I think for me, I don't really have any love for the mobs, like I've said before. Ooh, I do have one bit of diamond. Or, I mean, iron. No cobble, though. That's lame. I think what I'll do, since I have to make I'm gonna have to make a diamond pick at some point anyway to get obsidian and stuff. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make one. get a bit of cobble out of it, and then I can go with cobble picks again. Right. And see, this is something about... This is kind of what I'm talking about in terms of branch mine. You just go down, 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 down. Perfectly safe stairway here. I pretty much never have to worry about anything being a worry here. I do because there's a door. There isn't a door here, but I could just easily block that off and be done. Compared to the cave that we were just in, where you never know what's going to happen around every corner. There's also some other part of the discussion that I am trying to remember. I can't remember right now for some reason. I forgot about these. Well, that's good. I'm just going to get some cobble from here. Look how quickly this mines. Okay. That should be enough for now. Oh, I lost all that food! I should have put up some of those pork chops. Damn it! I just realized I had like 30-something pork chops. Oh my god. No, 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 no. That's the worst. Out of everything I was carrying, everything I had on me, it's the food that's like the worst. I could stand to lose everything else, but having lost that food, I am not amused. Not amused with this situation. So now, I'm going to go put up this diamond pick before I lose it. And, make me some tools. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 3, 4. We really are starting all fresh now. Damn it. Nope. Nope. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go slaughter some more pigs because I need food. I was hoping to do more caving than that. I was hoping caving would be more successful than that. I could go fishing, but fishing takes forever. Which I don't mind so much. And again, on a personal world or something, I would probably do it more often, but making videos and stuff, it doesn't make for all that good of videos, unfortunately. I should make some bridges at some point across these rivers and stuff. Just first to get across them faster, and second because it's would just be kind of cool. And give me projects to do as well. Once I get the house project done, I don't really have any real projects to do. I would love to get some farms going and stuff, but that'll depend on That'll depend on the resources I get and all that. Get back here! Just die. Stop making me mow the grass. I guess I do need to make some kind of food farm eventually, because the more I kill these pigs, the more I'm going to have to go out farther and farther to get more of them. That one had to look quite a bit. That's nice. The reason I haven't made the farm yet is because caving for the resources, particularly iron, although I guess we do need some coal. We're kind of running low on coal right now too. But particularly iron, in the case of iron, we have one ingot left. I can't make tools, I can't make armor, I can't do anything. Okay, well, time to head back. 17 ought to be enough for now. Probably going to lose it the next time I go caving anyway. Well, that's okay. I think one of the points I was trying to talk about before I got so rudely interrupted was that I don't just get tired of a world after a handful of episodes or whatever. I have a lot of different worlds that I've done on my channel. It hasn't been just one or two, obviously. I have Single Player World 5, Creeper Island, A Whole New World, Let's Love Minecraft, and so on. You can check out all the series on my channel if you want to, but generally when I make a new world, it's not because I'm tired of the one I'm on. I mean, on several of those series, I had different projects I wanted to get to, and I never could get to them. And one of the biggest reasons was because Minecraft updates and changes the world. Like there's new world generation or whatever. Like this one. This series is called MesaCraft. Now, we're not around any Mesa right now. But that's why it's called MesaCraft, is because mesas were introduced as a new biome in the game, along with several others. And biomes are a part of the world generation, which means world generation is all new. In fact, in order to start this series, I waited until the 1.7 update came out. I did a little hardcore Minecraft series in the meantime, in between. I waited to make sure that the next update came out so that I would have that world generation and stuff. And that's why, generally, I have switched series to new worlds or whatever, is because a new update comes out that changes the world generation, and in order to show that off without having to go miles and miles in one direction or another, and not even being sure if it would actually work on a current world for new world generation changes, I start up a new world since it's right there. It's fresh, clean start. The updates will work as best as they can work, and all of that. So that's generally why I start new worlds. Sometimes I start because I complete a YouTube playlist. Particularly like with Single Player World 5, my very first Minecraft world that I ever played, and it ended up my first world on YouTube and all that. Single Player World 5, I could have kept going with it. I don't know how much longer I could have kept going with it, because some of the updates started making the alpha worlds kind of go all wonky. But I could have kept going with it, but I eventually reached 200 videos on that world. And that a YouTube playlist fills up at 200 videos. Or it did at that time, and still does now. I think it could possibly change in the future whenever you watch this. I don't know. But at least at that time, it filled up at 200 videos. I could have just made another playlist and kept going with the world, which would be fine, but it was a nice milestone, and I had things set, and by that time, I had already played on that world with so many updates coming through, like the Halloween update that introduced the Nether and stuff. that it was just kind of time to start a new world, to get the use out of all the updates, because that world I had to go out miles and miles in order to get some of the world updates. When it comes to new materials, like I think at the time lapis was introduced, and I'm not sure what all else, but I had to go out miles and miles to do that because the current chunks I was playing on wouldn't have the new lapis or whatever, because it just wouldn't be generated in there. So usually it's reasons like that. It's technical reasons because the game updates and it's just easier to start up a new world, or it's because I think a series has gone long enough on YouTube and it's time for something different when it comes to viewership and the series and videos and all that. I wouldn't personally. I would be a long-term. Uh, I should have brought some coal from those other furnaces, but whatever. I would be a long-term world player as well. Maybe not nearly as long-term as Mindfiend is on his, but I would be relatively long-term. And but that's if I was just playing on my own. But I don't just play on my own. I play on this channel and stuff, so I got to keep that in consideration and all that too. That's not going to cook nearly as much as I want it to cook. Damn, I need more coal. I need more resources. This is why I need to go mining. Ah, I'm screwed. Well, it cooked those two. So we got those at least. Okay, that helped with that. Maybe I can make... Maybe I can make 2 pieces of charcoal. Because that'll cook 16. I really... I need to figure out this work area better. There we go. We'll do that. So we can at least have the food cooking. I gotta remember to save some of it and not take it all with me at once. Ah, that was dumb. I don't know. I think there was other stuff I wanted to talk about, and for some reason I didn't. But whatever, man. Oh, I needed to... I was gonna do this, and I totally got sidetracked. Sorry about that. Mindfiend was kind enough to lend me one of his resource packs, so I thought I would show that to you guys. This is like version 1, so this is outdated compared to the one he uses on his series now. He's been updating it since then, but this is his higher resolution texture pack, his customized one. He took various textures from various other texture packs. That's his creeper bed. I have no idea which textures came from which texture packs or viewers, because I know some of his viewers have made him ones, but he was kind enough to send this to me. I didn't ask for this, he just sent it to me because I made a comment on one of his videos when he was using it, how I liked the streamlined look of the texture pack, and it looked pretty cool to me, and I made a comment that I wished I had something like that, and so he took it upon himself to send it to me, so I decided I would show it to you guys. Here it is. And of course, because it's high res, the tools and stuff have more to them as well. I always think that the knives look way too serrated in the higher resolution texture packs or resource packs or whatever you want to call them now. I always thought they looked too serrated. I don't know. There's something. I guess when it's lower res, when it's like the default textures, your mind can make the big pixel boxes smooth out into straight lines, and then when you have all of these, it's just like, I don't know. To me, it looks all serrated. Um, I do like the windows. I love clear windows. I hate that the default texture packs, that the default textures use those lines in the windows. I don't mind that there's glare lines in the windows, okay? But I would like it to be the animated ones like I had in that one. Like they were default texture pack, but it was animated. It was a custom made one that was animated. Then I don't mind the glare lines, but if the glare lines just sit there, it's annoying. I like the wood. The wood texture looks pretty cool. I really like that. I was curious about how my house would turn out. Love the wavy sand. This is probably the best thing I like about this texture pack is the wavy sand. Boy, you can almost hardly see the gray panes, stained panes. That's kind of cool. Let me know if you guys want me to start using this texture pack, or if I should go back to default. I also have, I believe, I also have a Painterly pack. So let me show that to you. I made this a while back. I don't really use this too much, but I thought it would be a nice throwaway thing because I used to use Painterly pack all the time. Why? Oh, I must have escaped instead of, I don't know. I don't usually switch around texture packs very often, so sorry about that. My apologies. So this is a Painterly pack. This is the one I customized from Painterly on the Painterly website. I default to using this texture pack instead of default if I use a texture pack usually because I don't do the whole like Photoshop manually manipulate texture pack thing. I'm not that technical about it. But Painterly allows you to just pick and choose your textures, and then somehow it comes up with the texture pack you want. I don't know how they do it, but they have a customizer on the website, so it's really easy to just point and click. I want this texture, I want this one, I want this one, and they have lots of choices and stuff. So that's why I tend to use this. But this is Painterly, in case you're interested. This is the marble floor. Blue bed. Ooh. And of course this is all the wood and the glass. The glass kind of has a tint to it, but it's on the sides, so I don't mind it so much. This is actually my favorite glass out of all of the options for glass textures in the Painterly customizer thing. I like it because it gives it more than just a blank square, but the glare thing or whatever that's on the glass isn't so annoying that it blocks the view or whatever. But it gives it some sort of, well, texture, really. So, of course I can't show you all of the items because I don't have all of the items yet because I need to go resource gathering. Yay! But let me know. I'm not too stuck on any one thing. We could go with my Painterly pack here. We could go with Mindfiend's pack if you guys like that one. Or we could go with default. That's fine too. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? On the Painterly one, I don't know if you guys noticed I didn't point it out. But on the Painterly one, I also have wavy sand too. It's a lower texture because Painterly is also the same as default. It's whatever it is, 16 by 16 or whatever, I forget. But it's the same sort of resolution as default to work with, so it's not nearly as high resolution as Mindfiend's, but it's the wavy sand basically that Mindfiend was inspired by to get for his. So and of course this is what the caves look like in there. And whoops, didn't mean to do that, my bad. Options, resource packs, nope. And then this is what his looks like. And then of course we have default. Yay! Alright, let me know. I think that's going to do it for this video. I intended to do a lot more caving and hope to have a lot more resources by the end of this video, but now I have less, unfortunately. So I guess, wow, there is a change from default textures to those other texture packs. Holy, especially the sand. Wow, that is really a distinct change. Anyways, I know I've been all kinds of random. Sorry about that. Next time we will go back to caving and hopefully be a little bit more successful. Hopefully not be quite so unlucky. Or stupid, depending on how you look at it. Anyways, didn't really accomplish much in this video, unfortunately, but stay tuned for more next time. I'm the Good Old Gamer. This has been more MesaCraft, otherwise known as Vanilla Minecraft 1.7.4. Bye-bye for now.